Hello! Welcome to Yankees Update from April 14th, 2022. Yankees versus the Toronto Blue Jays. And the Yankees win again today. Those Yankees. Why can't we beat them? You're out, you're safe, you're out, you're safe. You're safe, you're out. You're blind up, you're blind up. You must be out of your mind up. 6 months out of every year. You gotta have heart, miles and miles and miles of heart. Okay, the Yankees won 3-0. There was a lot that happened today. Now, for several days, many of the people who talk about the Yankees on YouTube, they've been talking about the fact that they weren't sure if the Yankees would be able to beat Toronto. 1 game, 2 games, any games. But they actually did it. They shut out Toronto twice. Okay? And today, Luis Severino had a very good pitching day. Now, it was scary because he was having bad luck in the first few innings. He walked 4 batters. Usually doesn't do that. And he hit a batter. But he got out of the innings with zeros. And Toronto, again, was blanked 3-0 by the Yankees, okay? Now, there's some guys, including me, that have been judging the Yankees, wondering if some of the moves they made this season were going to pay off, okay? So the first thing that we judge the Yankees about is Kiner Falefa and this catcher. Would they be able to hit today, or was it going to be another goose egg day? And it's really amazing. Kevin Gausman, the Toronto Blue Jays pitcher, was taking all the big guys, Judge, Stanton, Rizzo, Donaldson, DJ LeMahieu, Joey Gallo, even Gleyber Torres, and he was just blanking them, striking them out. The Yankees weren't getting anywhere. But when Kiner Falefa came up, somehow he would get on. And it was like they didn't know how he or how the catcher, they were both from Texas, remember, and Joey Gallo. Maybe the rule will be when Kiner Falefa and the catcher comes in, that they will, work together good, and they'll be really good, because that's what happened. Kiner Falefa somehow would get on, and the Blue Jays could get everything that was hit by the big boys. But they didn't know how Kiner Falefa was going to hit, and he would get on. And then the catcher would come in, Jose Trevino, and he would hit Kiner Falefa home. And there was a balk that Gausman did one time. There was an error. And all of a sudden, Kiner Falefa had 3 hits, and Trevino went 2 for 3. And Kiner Falefa is now batting at a respectful 200. And Trevino is doing even better than that. And the Toronto the broadcaster said that Kiner Falefa insulted him in front of all the Toronto fans, that he had a .059 batting average, and that he belonged like in an old woman's bingo parlor. And all of a sudden, boom, 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 Kiner Falefa won the game. Him and Jose Castro. Severino, even though things weren't as good as Gausman, he made 5 innings, he won the game, got the victory, and the Yankees split the series. Okay, 4-3. The Yankees now are tied with Toronto for the lead, and everybody's good because they weren't sure if the Yankees were going to be able to do it. And they had .059 faith in Kiner Falefa, and now he's got 200. And let that continue rolling. And let Trevino continue rolling. Hopefully, Kyle Higashioka will get back in there, and he'll hit more of those 7 home runs like he did in spring training. Okay? Now, another thing that Joel Sherman of the New York Post said was that the Yankees are only winning if they hit home runs. If they didn't hit home runs, they're not going to win. Did they hit a home run today? No. They didn't win. But at least they were able to get an advanced score from Stanton and Judge, to where Judge could get an insurance run, and Kiner and Flaffa and Trevino, they got 2 runs, and then Stanton and Judge got 1 run in by sacrifice. So at least those guys were able to get 1 more run, but no home runs today, okay? Tomorrow we start the series with Baltimore, and there's high expectations. So we hope we see a lot more home runs, a lot more good hitting, and a lot more good pitching getting ready into the season, being the kind of season the Yankees want, okay? But Joel Sherman said the Yankees aren't winning. They're not getting the hitting, the base running from Kiner Falefa. They look a lot like last year. Now, one thing that happened today that was very scary is $1 million closer Aroldis Chapman came in and he did something I saw him do many times last year. Now, remember, you can't take Aroldis Chapman out of the game until he pitches to 3 batters completely. That's what he did. Unfortunately, all 3 batters got on. And you have George Springer. George Springer has already had home runs and won the game, the first game a few days ago. He's up to bat, and Michael King comes in. Michael King was the guy who had a save the first game of the year when Boston lost in the 10th inning, remember? Opening day. So Michael King comes in. He strikes out Springer. Now, Springer wasn't having his greatest day today, but he strikes out Springer. And then Bichette comes up. He hits a hard ball to DJ LeMahieu, and the runner on first base, he comes off of first base and doesn't get back in time. LeMahieu throws it to Rizzo, tags him, double play, and strikeout. And we're all going, woo! Because we've seen Aroldis Chapman lose the games too much. And what we've learned from last year is that these dumb games that you lose, they don't need to be lost. Yesterday, 2 Toronto players were talking to the TV guys, and they said that the good team that goes to the championship wins games by coming back. The poor team never comes back or loses the lead, okay? The Yankees have a very good relief corps, and hopefully Aroldis Chapman won't have that happen again. Maybe there was some injury that even the Toronto announcer was noticing every time Aroldis threw a fastball that it seemed like he couldn't get in the strike zone, that there was something wrong. And I'm glad they took him out, and I'm glad the game ended on a double play. Yankees win again today. And my goal, your goal, our goal, is that Kiner Falefa hits that 200 range or better. Last year, 270. That Trevino hits his 223. And maybe if Higoshioka can't get on the hitting train, maybe he'll, not pitch as much. Pitch of half, Trevino half, until they can get a better thing going. We want to see Kyle do good. Higgy must do good, but what a difficult time. They said that it's almost like Higgy doesn't even know how to hit, like he's a pitcher. What an insult. But he's really good at doing the catching, and that's okay. So if you have comments, click like, subscribe. Let's rejoice, and let's hope we have a successful 2 or 3 win weekend with Baltimore. And those Yankees, why can't we beat him? See you later.